Hello, literature lovers. Welcome to Literate Club. Hope you all are doing great. And today we will continue our mock test series on Bihar STET English 2025. So let's start. The very first question is Ode on a Grecian Earth. Kids associates beauty with truth. Which line expresses this? I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed, or beauty is truth, truth beauty, or a thing of beauty is joy forever, or the child is a father of man. So these are the different lines from different poetries, and you have to say in which poetry or in which lines this concept beauty is, with truth is associates. So it is beauty is truth, truth, beauty. William Blake's "The Tiger" contrasts most directly with which of his other poems, whether it is "The Lamb", "London", "Chimney Sweepers", or "Holy Thursday". So it is contrast with his "The Lamb". The phrase "gypsy scholar" from Arnold's "The Scholar Gypsy" implies a wandering seeker of truth, a poor teacher, a rustic poet, or a prophet of doom. So it is associated with a wandering seeker of truth. In the second coming, the rough beast slouching towards Bethlehem is a symbolic of the rebirth of Christ, modern civilization's decline, Irish nationalism, or Greek tragedy. So it symbolizes modern civilization's decline. Which poetic device dominates dawns the sunny rising? Allegory, paradox, metaphysical conceit, or satire? So the poetry dominates metaphysical conceit. The chorus in Dr. Foster's functions primarily to narrate background and the comment on action, perform comic relief, represent angel and demons, or mock Fosters. सो किसी भी ड्रामा में किसी भी वर्क में कोरस का काम क्या होता है बेसिकली वो स्टोरी की बैकग्राउंड और जो एक्शन होने वाले हैं उन्हीं को वो बता रहे होते हैं सो यहाँ पे भी वही काम है कि नरेट बैकग्राउंड एंड कमेंट ऑन एक्शन in Macbeth the line fair is foul and foul is fair illustrates metaphor paradox hyperbole or irony so it shows paradox हाँ फाउल इज फेयर फिर फेयर इज फाउल दो ऑपोजिट कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग आइडियाज रहते हैं और एक ही लाइन में रहते हैं मींस एक ही सेंटेंस में रहते हैं तो वहां पे पैराडॉक्स रहता है who disguises herself as a man in Arthur The Rover, whether it is Angelica Bianca, Florinda, Helena, or Valeria. So the right is Helena. The play Waiting for Godot is often categorized as problem play, epic theater, theater of the absurd, or comedy of manners. So Waiting for Godot काफी important play है theater of absurd के perspective से. In Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, the theme of mistaken identity revolves around John Worthing's double life, Lady Bracknell's fortune, Cecily's love letters, or Miss Prisp's handbag. So it is revolves around John Worthing's double life. Which novels opens with the line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times," whether it is Wuthering Heights, Pride and Prejudice, A Tale of Two Cities, or Silas Marnier. So it is from Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. The character Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights is often reads as an example of Byronic hero, comic foil, tragic clown, or realistic protagonist. So he often an example of Baronic hero. In Silas Marni, the gold that is stolen is symbolically replaced by his weaving, his faith, the child epi, his marriage. So it is replaced by the child epi. Which narrative technique is dominant in Robinson Crusoe? Stream of consciousness, epistolary narration, autobiographical realism, or allegorical style. So it is autobiographical realism. In The Fox by D.H. Lawrence, the fox primarily symbolizes nature's cruelty, male desire, deception in war, or rural decline. So it symbolizes male desire. In An Apology for Poetry, Sidney defends poetry as a mere pastime, a source of moral and imaginative truth, inferior to history or artificial ornament, and it is a source of moral and imaginative truth. Which critique coined the phrase touchstone method, whether it is Alexander Pope, Dr. Johnson, Matthew Arnold, or T.S. Eliot? So, touchstone method is coined by Matthew Arnold. Wordsworth, in Preface to Lyrical Ballads, emphasized use of poetic diction, poetry as emotion recollected in tranquility or supernatural imagination or heroic couplets. So it is poetry as emotion recollected in tranquility. T.S. Eliot's idea of impersonality in criticism means the critic should avoid politics, the poet's personality should not interfere with the poem. The critique must praise all classics, or literature should remain private. So it is the poet's personality should not interfere with the poem. Pope's essay on criticism warns against following nature, blindly imitating the ancients, reading too many critiques, or all of the above. And the answer is all of the above. Torudutt's lotus is an allegory for patriotism, beauty and truth, synthesis of Indian and Western traditions, or transience of life. And it is synthesis of Indian and Western traditions. Which Indian poet is known for confessional poetry? Whether it is Kamala Das, R.N. Tagore, A.K. Ramanujam, or Sarojini Naidu. सो कन्फेशनल पोएट जो कि अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ को भी अपने पोएट्री में एक्सप्रेस कर रहा हो, बता रहा हो, सो इट इज कमला दास. Ezekiel's Night of the Scorpion deals with ritual and rationality, political satire, colonial exploitation, or romantic love. So it deals with ritual versus rationality. Voice of Unwanted Girl by Sujata Bhatt. Foregrounds: environmental issues, female infanticide, rural poverty, or partition violence. So it foregrounds female infanticide. The recurring imagery in Hanni's punishment is that of forest, stone, bog bodies, or waterfalls. So it is bog bodies. A. Hayavadna explores love and betrayal, identity and completeness, political corruption, or rural poverty. So it explores identity and completeness. Next question is in Silence the court is in session. The mock trial is symbolic of patriarchy cruelty, freedom struggle, class conflict, or love and sacrifice. So it is a mock on patriarchy. Patriarchy is cruelty. Which Sanskrit play depicts the love of Dushyant and Sakuntala, whether it is Mrichkatikam, Abhigyan Sakuntalam, Ratnavali, or Malvika Agnimitram. So it is in Abhigyan Sakuntalam. Mrichkatikam is unique because it portrays only kings and gods, a courtisan and a poor Brahmin, epic battle, or allegorical debates. So it portrays a courtisan and a poor Brahmin. Which modern Indian dramatist explores communal tension in Final Solutions, whether it is Karnad, Tendulkar, Dattani, or Badal Sarkar. So it is explored by Mahesh Dattani. In The Glass Manigery, Laura's glass animal symbolizes war and destruction, her fragility and escape from reality, the Industrial Revolution, or American wealth. So it shows her fragility and escape from reality. Which novel by Toni Morrison deals with the trauma of slavery, whether it is Beloved, The Color Purple, or Invisible Man, or Dry September? So it is shown in The Beloved. Fraud's Stopping by Woods ends with a refrain suggestion, and that suggestion is death and obligation, love and happiness, nationalism, or childhood innocence. So it is death and obligations. Pope's Detective Dupin appears in The Purloined Letter, The Tail Heart, The Raven, or Lygia, and it is in The Purloined Letter. The Last Leaf by O. Henry is a story about greed, sacrifice and hope, war, or irony of fate. So it is about sacrifice and hope. Chinua Achbe's Things Fall Apart responds to which European text, whether it is Heart of Darkness, Robinson Crusoe, Hamlet, or Gulliver's Travel. So it responds to Heart of Darkness. The novel Kantapura is written in the backdrop of Mahatma Gandhi's independence movement, the Mughal Empire, partition of India, or emergency period. So it is in the backdrop of Mahatma Gandhi's independence movement. Derek Walcott's A Far Cry from Africa addresses the Mau Mau uprising, partition of India, World War II, or civil rights movement. So it is about the Mau Mau uprising. Pablo Neruda's Tonight I Can Write is primarily political, pastoral, a love poem, or a satirical work. So it is a love poem. Badal Sarkar is associated with which theatrical movement, whether he is associated with epic theatre, street theatre or thought theatre, symbolist theatre or realist theatre. So he is associated with street theatre or thought theatre. The great vowel shift occurred during Old English, Middle English, Early Modern English, or Victorian Age. So it is during early modern English, which is not an organ of speech, whether it is uvula, tongue, lungs, or kidney. So all these three are the part of organ of speech. Kidney is not the part of organ of speech. The word unbelievable contains how many morphemes? Whether there is one, two, three, or four morphemes. So it contains of Three morphemes. Which English variety is associated with professions? Dialect, register, pidgin, or carriole? सो इट इज रजिस्टर मीन्स हम किसी प्रोफेशन में रहते हैं तो वहां के अकॉर्डिंग हमारे वर्ड्स और वोकैब यूज होते हैं तो उसको हम रजिस्टर कहते हैं द स्ट्रेस पैटर्न इन फोटोग्राफ फॉल्स ऑन फर्स्ट syllable second syllable third syllable और last syllable so it is on first syllable photograph the critic most associated with death of the author is Derrida, Roland Barthes, Michel Foucault, or Terry Gilton. So it is Roland Barthes. Eco-criticism primarily studies gender roles, class struggle, relationship between literature and environment, or postmodern culture. So eco-criticism basically focuses or studies on the relationship between literature and environment. Bhama's Karaku belongs to which category? Autobiography, epic, drama, or fictional romance. So it is associated with autobiography. Om Prakash Valmiki's Juthan highlights gender discrimination, Dalit oppression, tribal myths, or urban alienation. So it is associated with Dalit oppression. Raphael Elson's Invisible Man metaphorically presents supernatural invisibility, racial invisibility in America, psychological trauma, or alien invasion. So it presents racial invisibility in America. So this is for today. Hope you like the video and questions. Please join us on Telegram so that you can have daily quizzes and exam related updates. Thanks for liking. मिलते हैं next video में.